What's up, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you here with the TCG Clash post-commentary duel video. This is a segment I've been talking about, and it is pretty much TCG decks duke it out. So on the left in the Magical Musketeer mat, Shane is piloting Valkyries, and on the right on the gray mat with the Siegfried from Fate Apocrypha, I am piloting Dream Mirror, one of the two decks from Raija Rampage that I think has a lot of potential. So Shane's going to start out here. He's going to go first, which is he said after the duel it was kind of a habit that he just wanted to go first. But in hindsight, he said he didn't know how Dream Mirrors how they really played. So he was trying to just hopefully get a setup so he could pretty much ride to the Valkyries and punch me for turn 3. But a Pot of Expensiveness is going to drop down, allowing him to draw 2 cards by banishing 6. Pot of Greed essentially for the decks that do not use their extra deck. So he's going to normal summon the Rhoda of the deck. I do not know the name, sadly, but it's going to be met with an Effect Veiler. And he's going to set 1, and I think he's going to set another one. I do believe it's set 2 and pass to me. So I draw for turn, and I end up opening Pot of Expensiveness. I'm going to hand it to him to essentially Pot of Greed. So I know Tombox released a duel video or a deck profile of the Dream Mirrors, and he played like a budget version, but I try to play my decks as competitive as possible. So that's why I'm playing Pot of Expensiveness. Dream Mirror of Joy, along with, I do believe I'm explaining to him its effect, but Dream Mirror of Joy is going to be followed up with the normal summon of Mara. That's what I thought. So essentially this is kind of low ceiling combo the deck has. Essentially Joy and Mara allow you to get set up for a Dark Knight play, or Black Knight. I think it's Dark Knight. I cannot remember. We'll call him the Dank Knight. So the Sprite is essentially the Rhoda of the deck, so the Sprite's going to allow me to search for the Dark Knight as he will rise from my hand the following turn. I really have enjoyed the deck. It's kind of like a control-ish deck. I really like it. Kind of reminds me of Cosmos in a way, like maybe a little bit more ashable Cosmo. But I'm going to set 1, and during the end phase, the Mirror of Joy can banish itself to activate a terror from hand or deck, and then vice versa. So he's going to draw for turn. And also the Sprites and the Sprite and the Mara do not have high attack. So if he has Ride of the Valkyries, he can put out enough monsters. It could be pretty dirty. But essentially just explaining that Terra says as long as I control a Dark Dream Mirror monster, I burn him for 300 on every special summon. So we go to normal summon the Excavator. I am awful with name, guys. It's something cool in German. So Celestial Transformation is going to allow him to special 1 from hand by cutting its attack in half and then destroying it during the end phase. So but that guy allows him to pop. I'm going to chain the Sprite to tag out into the Mara, and the Mara on a separate chain is going to allow me to beam down the Dark Knight or the Black Knight, and the Black Knight is going to probably should target the back row, but I'm kind of fearing the amount of Valkyries he's having. I don't know what his hand is, so I'm going to destroy the one that allows him to excavate and grab a normal spell. And I'm showing him I just got a Crinkle when I picked up the deck on release. Final Light, which is pretty much the deck's in-theme soul charge. He's going to bring back that one. He's going to activate the effect, and I'm going to meet it with a Veiler. Sad to say. He's going to attack over the Mara, and I think he's going to attempt to pass the turn. I think he was checking his extra deck to see if he could go into anything, but in phase, the Terror is going to banish itself to go into the Joy, and I do believe we're going to correct it, but I go ahead and point at that one. It should be gone, and reading the card just to be sure, and destroy it during the end phase, sadly. So he's going to tap, and I'm going to draw for turn. I think I end up drawing into another Mara, actually. So yeah, full recycle of the same low ceiling combo. I'm going to attack Dark Knight over that, I think for 14, and then I'm going to chain during the battle phase, chain the Mara to get the Sprite, and the Sprite is going to grab me Dream Mirror Fantasy, which is the deck's kind of in-themed Cosmojo. It just says, as long as I control a face-up Dream Mirror monster, I can return to my deck 1 Dream Mirror of Joy and 1 Dream Mirror Terror, banish 1 card on the field. And then it has a really cool banish effect that allows me to protect any Dream Mirror card from battle or destruction. So the Black Knight's going to tag out for the White Knight, who reminds me of Siegfried from Soul Calibur. But during his standby phase, or no, I think it's still during my turn. I didn't see it, but Jar of Avarice is a personal tech of mine that I'm incorporating into the deck because you just plow through your resources so quick, and sometimes you just lose the ability to tag out. And since you tag out from the deck and not the hand, Jar of Avarice puts back resources to continue you to grind. So in phase, there we go. In phase, the Joy is going to tag out for the Terror. He's just reading the White Knight. I'm going to call him Siegfried because he reminds me of Siegfried from Fate. But Shane's going to wrap it up, and we're going to go into the next game. I do believe he's going to make me go first, which we're going to see you're going to see kind of a little bit of the struggle that Dream Mirrors have from lack of monsters. Kind of like the deck has some inherent problems, but every deck has inherent problems. So sad to say, but not every deck is perfect, and almost every deck has its own sort of problems, whether it be lack of consistency, etc., etc. And sometimes just that's how the game be. You just will not get the cards you need, and we're going to probably see that this turn. Foreshadowing there. If you can see in my hand, I open the Dream Mirror Fantasy, which sucks to open. You kind of want to search it, but trade in, ditching out the White Knight, and I kind of been playing trade in just because like there is no way outside of the Mara to get the Knights out of your hand. But I declare 1 with reasoning because I won't want to hit, and he gets the Searcher, and I think I'm going to meet that with a Veiler. Oh man, poor Shane. I'm just raining down Veilers on him this entire duel. But I declare 1 because the level 1 allows you to summon from the deck, which I think can potentially lead up to his ability. And he already has Ride, which he can banish Ride, I believe, to search for Mischief, which he can. I have like legitly no way, I believe, to stop. So there he goes. He pokes for 1,000, activates Mischief, pokes for another 1,000, and I activate Pot of Expensiveness to hopefully draw into like a Sprite, a Mara, a Dream Mirror would be nice. Like any Dream Mirror Field Spell would also be nice. So I banish 6. Shane dropping my cards. What are you doing? Checking the damage. This Kowalski what is it? Analysis report or something like that for Madagascar. I don't draw anything, so I set 1 and I pass. And believe it or not, you're going to see a kind of an interesting play from Shane. He's going to, I do indubitably believe, draw for turn, normal summon on the draw, the same exact one, the Rhoda, but I'm going to meet that with a Strike because I need to remove that body. Even though hindsight, I'm paying 15 to remove 1,000, technically removing 1,000, but I'm kind of prohibiting from getting that search, which could potentially lead up to more damage, especially if he has another Ride. It could be, or not another Ride. Yeah, it's a Time Mischief. It could be, that's the card I'm thinking of. Not Ride of the Valkyries. It's Time, the Mischief of Time Goddess, or whatever that card is that he played. If he has no one of those, it could do a lot of damage. But I draw 2 more cards off a Pot of Expensive. I get to my Dream Mirror, and I open the Mara, the same low ceiling combo. That's going to allow me to kind of hopefully get this game back into my tempo and into my control. I'm going to grab myself from the Sprite Search, the Dark Knight, the Black Knight. I'm sorry, guys. He is going to be nicknamed the Dark Knight if he's just going to be called the Dark Knight. And in phase, Joy banishes itself to activate Terror from the deck, which pretty much makes my Sprite live to tag out, which means I'll be beaming down the Dank Knight for some form of disruption. But what does Shane have? What's this? What's this? He is going to... I don't remember. It looks Tribute Summoning. I don't even know what that one does. Actually, hold up. I think that one banishes from grave. So... what's going on? Banish? Or no, excuse me, not banish. Tag out to summon the Mara. The Mara is going to beam down the Dank Knight to hopefully bippity-boppity that Valkyrie out of the way. He's going to use Valhalla, special summoning. That's the level 1 that summons from the deck. And I actually don't have an answer. I think I do have an answer, but I'm trying to conserve life points because, believe it or not, in testing with this deck against Shane, this deck can easily, like... I don't know how to put it. This deck can so easily... There, he's missing a mill, so he doesn't get to keep it. But this deck can easily OTK by just, like, baiting. And then you pop down a Ride, banish the Ride, search Mischief of the Time Goddess, and then you're getting whacked twice. Not once, but twice. But I end up banishing Terror to activate Joy from the deck, and we're going to see, what am I going to do? I think I need to... So I'm going to tag out the Mara for the Sprite to get a search for Dream Mirror Fantasy, I believe, the theme to Cosmojo deck. No, I'm going to get the White Knight, Siegfried, my boy. And I think I'm going to follow up with, there we go, Dream Mirror Fantasy, shuffle back 2, recycling the field spells to banish 1 non-targeting banish. Such a good card for the deck. And also, if I haven't, I think I already mentioned it in the previous, like earlier, but it does have a cool effect that if any Dream Mirror card would be destroyed, you banish it to protect. But let's see here. I was thinking, I have a trade-in in hand. I was kind of debating on trading in the White Knight, but I'm going to poke for 14 or something like, yeah, 14, 18, 12, something like that. Tag out for the White Knight. The White Knight is going to poke for 1,000, so 24, I believe, overall. Also, guys, that's why I don't have a dual calculator. We're on a smaller table, so I didn't really have room to incorporate it, sadly. In phase, Joy, get me the Terror. And we're just going... I feel like this duel is like completely in my hands, but Shane's also packing a lot of cards. He's going normal summon or use Valhalla to special summon pretty much the guy who destroys. And he's going to target the Sprite. I'm going to chain the Sprite, summon the Mara, and the Mara is going to beam down another White Knight in defense. And yeah, the deck's so cool. Like all their stats and everything are mirrored. It's just really cool. So Final Light, the deck's soul charge. So I have to answer this, believe it or not. So I do believe the life point pay is cost, and he has so many engrave that it actually scares me. And the fact, so I'm going to Judgment it. He's still beating me in life, but Judgment I think is the right call. The fact that I can tag out the White Knight into another Dark Knight kind of protects me to a sense. So he's going to attempt to attack right here into the White Knight. So I'm going to tag it out for a Black Knight and essentially pop that away. So anyway, guys, remember, if you comment down below what next TCG exclusive you would like to see Duke It Out. This has been a wonderful time commentating for you guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Get this video to 100 likes. That's all I'm asking. Well, if you give me 1 like, I'll show you a profile regardless, because that's how I am. But get this video to 100 likes would be awesome. I'll show you a profile for both Valkyrie and Dream Mirror. So, yeah, guys, this has been Charles from Team COG signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please enjoy the summer.